Level 1, the street kid. You are 7 years old. The island is called Madeira, a rock in the Atlantic, hours from anywhere. Your neighborhood, Santo Antonio, sits high on the hill, one of the poorest in Funchal. You don't own a real ball. You play with whatever rolls, a bundle of rags, a plastic bottle, someone's sock stuffed tight, barefoot, on broken asphalt, until the streetlights die. Your father works as a gardener for the city. In the evenings, he carries the kit for the local club, Andorinha. He comes home smelling of cut grass and other men's sweat, with a canvas bag over his shoulder. That bag holds the boots, the shirts, the dream you can't name yet. They call you Abelhinha, the little bee, small, too thin, but nobody on this hill can catch you. You join Andorinha, your father's club. Your first real game, you score 8 goals. 8, the men on the touchline go quiet. Right now, your shoes have holes in them. One day, you will stand under the lights of a World Cup, and the whole planet will watch you breathe. But first, a doctor is about to tell you to stop forever. Level 2, the diagnosis. You are 10 years old. You move to Nacional, the bigger club on the island. You keep scoring. Defenders chase shadows. Scouts start writing your name in their notebooks. But Madeira is too small. No player from this island has ever worn the Portugal shirt. So, when a Sporting Lisbon scout watches you for one afternoon, he sees enough. They want you. Across the sea in the capital. Then your body turns on you. Your heart races when it shouldn't. Resting, sitting, lying still, it pounds like you've just sprinted 100 meters. The doctors have a name for it. Tachycardia. A heart that beats too fast, too hard, for no reason. They sit your mother down. They use careful words. Surgery. Risk. And one sentence that lands like a stone. He may have to give up football. You are 10 years old. The thing that races inside your chest is the same thing that might end you. They burn the faulty part of your heart with a laser. A few days later, you are back on the grass. You don't tell anyone you were scared. You choose football over your own heart. Now you have to leave everything you've ever known. Level 3, the island kid in Lisbon. You are 12 years old. You leave the island alone. Your mother cries at the airport. You've never lived a day away from her. Now you'll sleep in a dormitory 1,500 kilometers away, with boys who already sound like winners. You carry one bag, not your father's canvas one, your own, but you packed it the way you watched him pack his, all those nights for Andorinha, folded, careful, like the contents matter more than they should. At the academy, they laugh the second you open your mouth. The Madeiran accent, thick, rural, island poor. They mock the way you say words. They mock your skinny legs. So you stop talking and you start running. You're the first one on the training pitch and the last one off. You stay behind to work on the things nobody asked you to fix. Stepovers in the dark. Free kicks until your foot goes numb. You fix the accent. You fix the body. You add muscle to the bones they laughed at. You fix everything they mocked you for. But the one thing about to change your life, you never saw it coming. And it's sitting in the stands, watching. Level 4, Manchester. You are 18 years old. It's a friendly. A new stadium opening in Lisbon. Sporting against Manchester United. For 90 minutes, you torment them. You twist their defenders inside out. You run at grown men, like the streets of Funchal taught you. In the away dressing room, the United players don't talk about the game. They talk about you. They tell their manager, sign him. Tonight. His name is Sir Alex Ferguson. He doesn't wait. 12 million pounds. You're going to England. They hand you a shirt with a number on the back. Number 7. The number of legends at that club. The weight of it could crush a grown man. You're a teenager. The first season, you're all tricks and no end product. Flash without finish. So Ferguson rebuilds you. More muscle, more goals, fewer stepovers that go nowhere. You turn yourself from a winger into a weapon. By 21, you're scoring for fun. By 23, you're the best player in the world. Your first Ballon d'Or. You have the shirt. You have the trophies. You have the fame the little bee never dreamed of. But there's one stage you've never set foot on, and it only opens every 4 years. Level 5, First World Cup. You are 21 years old. Germany, summer 2006. Your first World Cup. But you arrive carrying a hole nothing can fill. 9 months earlier, your father died. Liver failure, 52 years old. The man who carried the canvas bag, who came home smelling of grass, who first put a ball at your feet, gone before he ever saw you walk out at a World Cup. You wanted him in the stands. Instead, you play for an empty seat. You start 6 of Portugal's 7 games. You score from the spot against Iran. The team is good, a golden generation. Figo at the end, you at the beginning. You reach the semi-final, then France. 1 goal. Zidane from the penalty spot. It's over. You're 21. You tell yourself the same thing every young player tells himself. Next time. Quick thing before we go on, if these stories are landing for you, the channel runs on subscribers, so tap the button and stick around. You fly home without the trophy, without your father. He never got to see you try, and you don't know it yet, but the next 2 World Cups are going to be crueler than this one. Level 6, the long wait. You are 25 years old, South Africa, 2010, you're better now. Sharper, stronger, hungrier. The whole country leans on your shoulders. This is supposed to be your tournament. You score once, a freak goal off your knee against North Korea. In a 7-0 win, that means nothing. Then the team goes quiet. Spain knock you out in the round of 16. You don't score again. You walk off in Cape Town with your shirt over your head. 4 years pass. You collect everything in between. You move to Real Madrid for a world record fee. You win Champions Leagues. You win Ballon d'Ors. By now, they argue you're the greatest who ever lived. Then Brazil. 2014. You arrive injured, knee swollen, barely able to train. You drag yourself onto the pitch anyway. You set up a last-minute goal against the USA. You score against Ghana. It isn't enough. Portugal go out in the group stage. The earliest exit yet. 2 World Cups. 2 goals that change nothing. You're 29 now, and the math is starting to whisper. The best player on earth can't win the one trophy that matters. And the clock has never been louder. Level 7, the hat trick game. You are 33 years old. Russia, 2018. The whispers have grown into a verdict. Too old. Past it. A World Cup is a young man's tournament, and you're on the wrong side of 30. First game, Spain, the world champions of a few years ago, stacked with talent. You win a penalty in the 4th minute. You bury it. They go 2-1 up. You answer. Then, deep in stoppage time, a free kick 25 meters out. The whole planet knows you're going to shoot. You know you're going to shoot. You stand over the ball, chest heaving, that old free kick stance from the academy dark. You bend it over the wall, into the top corner. 3-3. A hat trick against Spain at 33. For one night, the argument is over. You're not finished. You're immortal. The country believes again. You score the winner against Morocco. You drag them into the knockouts. Then Uruguay. You barely touch the ball. 2 goals from Cavani, and it's done. Round of 16. Home again. You gave them the greatest single performance of your World Cup life, and it still wasn't enough. You're 33. Surely that was your last real chance. Surely. Level 8, Qatar. You are 37 years old. Winter 2022. A World Cup in the desert. Probably your last. Everyone says so. And this time, even you can hear it. You start well. A penalty against Ghana. With it, you become the first man in history to score at 5 different World Cups. 5 tournaments, 16 years apart. Nobody has ever done it. Nobody. Then it unravels. The new coach looks at you and sees the past. Game by game, your minutes shrink. And then, in the knockouts, he does the unthinkable. He benches you. You sit on the side and watch Portugal play without their captain. The camera finds your face. The whole world watches you sit there, jaw tight, trying not to break. You come on, too late. It doesn't change anything. Morocco. Knock Portugal out. The first African team ever to reach a World Cup semi-final. And they do it over your body. The final whistle goes. You walk down the tunnel alone, and the tears come before you can stop them. Captured forever. Everyone says it's over. The headlines write your World Cup obituary that night. Everyone. But there's one number nobody thought you'd reach, and you're about to. Level 9, the 6th cup. You are 41 years old. 2026, North America. By every rule of football, you should be retired. Strikers don't play World Cups at 41. They coach, they commentate, they post old highlights. You kept playing. You left Europe. You scored in Saudi Arabia. Hundreds of goals when people said you went there to disappear. You trained like the academy boy who slept last off the pitch. You starved the clock of every excuse it tried to use against you. And on the 19th of May, the squad is announced. Your name is on it. A sixth World Cup. No outfield player in history has been named to six. Not Pelé, not Maradona, not Messi, not yet. You walk into the camp the oldest man in the tournament by years. Around you, players who watched you score that Spain free kick when they were children. Somewhere in your bag, folded careful, the way your father folded the kit for Andorinha. There's the only thing you've carried from Funchal to here. The little bee, still flying. 41 years old and still chasing the one trophy that ran from you for 20 years. This is the last time the door will ever open. And you walk through it. Level 10, one last chance. You are 41 years old. The whistle blows on your sixth World Cup. You've been here before, 5 times. You know how this stage swallows men. You know the trophy has run from you since you were a boy on a hill with holes in your shoes. You look around the pitch. 3 host nations, 48 teams, 104 games, the biggest World Cup ever made, and somehow it waited until now, until your last possible summer to arrive. Every camera finds you. Not the kid anymore. The myth. The man who scored at 5 World Cups and never lifted the one that counts. You think about the dormitory in Lisbon, the laser on your heart, the empty seat in Germany, the hat trick in the rain, the bench in Qatar, and the long walk down the tunnel. You think about the canvas bag and the man who carried it, who never once got to watch you do this. You pull the armband tight, and then you run, barefoot boy from Funchal in a 41-year-old body, because running is the only thing you've ever known how to do. Maybe you win it, maybe you don't, but nobody will ever say you stopped.